Welcome everyone along to the Breakout Racing League Tier 4 Japan Grand Prix. I'm your host today, Cheese33. My co-commentator is going to be joining soon, Dom the Noodle, the GOAT as always. I'm here for a very exciting race. I think this is one of my best races to commentate ever. Japan, Suzuka Circuit. And I forgot to change my camera settings. Great, you guys are going to be stuck with this ugly piece of thing, but that's good. It's good right now. Why can't I change the TV? Oh. Okay, yeah, broadcast. Sorry. Yeah, I just personally love the cars going through Sector 1. As you saw, Ethan in the Alfa Romeo fly through. I think on broadcast view it is one of the best things to watch ever. But yeah, I'm excited. There is a championship. Let me pull that up real quick. I'm sorry, I'm very unprepared today. League standings. That Tier 4. You know what? Let's just improvise. You know, Mr. Titan on his Alap. We are going on a track guide into. Well, this only DRS straight in the whole circuit for some reason. Not a lot of overtaking. Maybe some of it overtaking, but braking just before the curb ends. Yep, taking the inside. Pretty good there from Titan. This section is probably my favorite. I wish I could go broadcast to show you guys, but look at that. I mean, almost flat out through the whole section. A bit of lift there, going through Dunlop. 6th gear, flat out. You have to be very brave to take that flat out. Turning into the 50-meter board. Dagner 1 and Dagner 2. That is a very fast section to go through. And now one of the hardest sections of the track. You can spin here a lot. Make sure that you get the exit right. Takes it A-okay. I mean, yeah, the exit is very crucial through there. And this little mini straight gives you a little break of the whole circuit because of how tough it is. Shifting down through 5th gear, down into 4th. Goes on the throttle and into the longest straight of the circuit. He is about to go into 130R, which is basically not a corner in these F1 cars. They are really quick through here. And now going through the final chicane in the DRS detection zone. A short shifting up into 3rd. Make sure you don't lose traction. Very good lap from Titan so far. What will it be? A 1:27.181. That is a good lap, but good banker on the softs. 14 minutes remaining. Who else will? I think that's Groggy. Groggy, yep, coming across the line. 1:27.5. What about Ethan? Oh, invalidates. Well, let's take a short break from all these times and give you the driver championship. Broken Reptile leads from very successful races. 2 wins the past 5 races and 2 4th places. 170 points for Broken Reptile, and Mitchie, who's had a lot of bad luck this season and poor results, is in 2nd. 141 points, 29 points behind Reptile. So he really just needs a good result if he wants to basically close the gap to him. And here we are. Dom the Noodle, how are you today, man? Oh,
yeah, I'm bad.
It's good. I slightly can't hear you.
My apologies, is that better?
There you go. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, no, sorry about that. I've not long got in from closing up in work.
Oh, it's sad. But you're here and better than ever. Yeah, Dom. I was just telling the viewers a few fun facts about the circuit. Tell us your recent experiences with this track. I mean, do you like it? What's your favorite part about this track? And yeah, overall, tell us, what do you feel?
I like certain sectors of the track. Sector 2 I find quite fun. Overtaking around 130R is also really fun. Watching people struggle with traction out of the hairpin, that's always great. I got P3 here the last time I raced it, which wasn't too bad for myself because it was my first podium in an online race. And yeah, it's a good balanced track. Sector 1 is quite intense. If you know, your setup isn't quite right, it's very easy to get your setup wrong, especially with like hybrid setups. Due to the fact that if it rains halfway through the race, you know, you're looking for a balance of straight line speed and turning speed, because you know Sector 1 is straight line down the main straight into the center S's, into a couple of straights and other turns. Then you've got everything outside of the hairpin is basically long straight lines back down into the chicane before the main straight again. So yeah, you want a good build of both, but when it's wet, you really need to perfect that build.
Definitely.
And it all does come down to setup here. If I'm being honest, it's not really about the driver, more about his setup.
Yeah.
You bring the wrong setup to the race, you're going to lose. You bring a good setup as a bad driver, you're going to win, or at least top 3. And
yeah,
as long as you keep it outside of the the penalties, again, you're gonna jump. Also, do you have an invite?
Oh right, I forgot to invite you to the game. Okay, wow. Sometimes my mind just doesn't work. But yeah, like you said, here I think I agree with you, Dom. You need a good setup if you want to perform well. There's a lot of bumps, a lot of curbs that if you don't take the right lines, you will just spin and to Narnia, and you need to be really consistent, especially in the S's, you know. And like you said again, this track does offer a lot of high-speed straights, but a lot of these corners also are very high downforce, so there's a lot of, how do I say this? A lot of variety coming into the setups. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll see some people build a setup for like the turns. You'll see some people build their setup hoping to gain time on the straights. So the easiest way to explain it to viewers that don't know how to build setups is you'll see some people go for like a more preset 4 style, and you'll see some go for like more of a preset 2 style. Because, you know, some people like to make the time in the corners, some people like to make the time up on the straights. There's a lot of overtaking opportunities if you've got the balls to try it as well. And just taking a look here as I've joined the session, and unless Reptile can get a good lap out, he could be in for a bit of trouble, because these lap times are surprisingly quick. Only 2 have broken into the 126s so far, so that's a big difference to the bottom of the pack, pulling in the 130s.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I got out of work. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get a taxi home. You guys call them cabs.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll get a taxi home. You know, I'll get a taxi home, grab myself a coffee, and probably throw TV on. And then as I walked in through the door, I saw your messages. Are you ready? And I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be commentating. Oh, I forgot. What day is it? Because my my work rota this week has changed. So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. Let's hope this is a good enough race to make my broken body feel good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Japan never fails to disappoint in my view. But yeah, like you said, it does require a lot of balls to overtake. You need the commitment. You need to strategize. You know, with the ERS, you cannot just waste it in every straight. You have to save it in some tracks, in some parts of the circuit. But
yeah, only 2 people. Post a good lap. Just outside the 126s. Yeah, just outside the 126s. That's pretty good for him. He's beating Michi, who's his rival in the driver's title at the moment. which is what he's needed to do. Mitchie's currently in the pits, probably binned the lap that he was on. If I'm not mistaken, the strategy here is a soft, medium, just about.
Yeah.
Like, you could do it, but it's gonna, like, your tyres are gonna be a bursting point at the end. No Limit doesn't improve by much, if at all. No Limit's just started his lap, my bad. No Limit's been one to watch as well, recently. He's doing really well.
Yeah, both him and Clips have been in the top 5 consistently in every single qualifying session. Obviously, the race sometimes doesn't fall into their favor, but yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, talking about things falling into people's favor. Oh boy, did I get lucky on last week's tickets.
Tickets?
Yeah, you know, like, so, you know we were in Singapore last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was doing really well, and then missed my braking zone by a good 50 meters.
Oh.
And went very much off, like straight ahead off track. And No Limit has binned his lap, probably going to go again. But yeah, so I was like, right, I've got to reverse, but there was like a few cars coming up behind me. I thought there were a few cars coming up behind me. And as I went to clip it, because I'm making a montage of my fails in this season, as I went to clip it, I pressed the wrong button, and I hit reset to track by accident.
Oh no.
But no one put a ticket in against me resetting to track, so I got lucky.
Oh
I
well,
got
I mean,
so lucky,
you told 24 viewers right now, so I mean,
yeah, but
I
the
think
problem
it's too
is
late
it's
though to
done.
submit.
Yeah, it's done. 36
Yeah.
hours after the race happened, and it is almost a week after the race has happened. So I kept all the P2, mate.
Smart noodle.
Yeah, I went soft to hard. No, I went medium to hard, and made a mistake on the hards, burning up my tyres a little bit, so I had to go for a set of softs towards the end. Thought I could catch P1. Couldn't catch P1. But I went from I went from P1 to P3. No. I went from P1 to almost back to P1, but I went down into P2, P3, P4. Had to catch P2 and 3. Caught those. Just caught P1 just as we crossed the line. So, yeah, good race that. I like that race.
Yeah, hopefully this race could also be enjoyable.
Yes. Ethan. I don't know if he's
Yeah,
retired.
Ethan is retired. He crashed in the S's, unfortunately.
Oh.
So I think he would fall out of the top 10 and get free tire choice, but right now he would be in a stuck position because I mean 10th place is always somewhere where you don't want to be because you are last out of all the top 10 runners and the people behind you have free tire choice. I mean, they can go in the mediums, they can go in the hards, and some tracks, not this one. Some tracks it is more, how would I say this? More advantageous, like more effective. There you go, more effective. Yeah. Like you said though, this track is a easy soft medium. Cody's do say soft hard, but a lot of people have done soft medium. A lot of people recommend it. I would say that is the best recommended strategy. This is also one of those tracks where a lot of people don't know this, but the hards could go to the end if there's a safety car like lap 1 or lap 3. But lap 1, it is risky. But if
which tracks are like this? This track and Hungary are the two tracks that I know of off the top of my head. Where if there's a safety car within the first couple of laps, you can do an easy hard to end. Monza is the other one.
Yeah.
Monza.
Yeah, Monza definitely. Yeah.
However, I'm so soaked that I managed to take a soft medium strategy at Hungary.
Oh, oh yeah, I think you said that before. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an early safety car, and I just took the softs for like 10 laps. Lap 10 because of the safety car, and then took the mediums to end. Genius move, mate. Genius move. I was gonna pit, but my
Genius, yeah.
teammate told me not to. He said, "Don't be an idiot." I was like, okay. No Limit's back on a lap. I genuinely think that No Limit could improve that lap. No Limit's not been one of those people to give up easily. The thing I don't
Yeah,
like too
definitely.
much about this game as well is they take track limits just a bit too seriously,
Yeah.
even on strict. Because, I mean, there's a few tracks, you know, you watch the real F1 back and they don't even get warnings for it, you know.
Yep.
And as soon as this game sees a white line, it's like, yep, that's limits.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong about that. But 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. People are going to start their final laps, pushing as hard as they can. Let's just focus on the times now and see what people do. But yeah, No Limit, like you said, never gives up. Starting a lap right now. I don't know if anyone else is on a lap. I think Whiffy is. Let me go on to him. No, Whiffy. Yeah, Whiffy is also starting a lap. What a Frowsy's on a hot lap. Wow. Okay, so let's just focus on No Limit right now. Going through the S's. Dunlop, 6th gear, almost taking a flat. Little lift though. Actually, hold on. No.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh, he invalidates.
If he's smart, he will waste a bit of fuel, get back to the line as quickly as possible, and start a lap, and be the guy that sits there and makes the session last longer because he's on a lap just after the session ends, or just before the session ends.
He could, yeah, he could go for another lap. No, actually, no. I don't think it's possible. Maybe, just maybe.
I mean, he'd have
but
to put his foot down.
Yeah, right now he would have to put his foot down. 20 seconds remaining. He's gonna let Whiffy by, give him a bit of slipstream. But Whiffy, he does have the potential to get a pole or two every race or so. But going through 130R, he's up on his time. Going through the final chicane, breaking after the 100-meter board. Through the chicane, pretty good right now. Hitting the curbs really
Clips didn't make
well.
it.
Oh, Clips didn't make it. Whiffy goes second. Yep, Lone Limit goes into the pits, decides he does not want to set another time. Bald Guy Racing, who is tier 6, he wants to be, he got let to be a reserve in tier 4. See how he does. He's someone to look out for. Frizy 4/10 up, making a debut again after Singapore. He couldn't attend. What can he do in that Red Bull seat? Shifting up 5th, 6th, no ERS right now. What will he get? Only 13th.
Yeah.
What about Mr. Titan? 1/10 up.
Mitchie put it in the dirt, so Mitchie's lap is void.
Ooh.
He done that a little while ago, but I let you, do your thing.
Yeah.
Reptile is up on his time by 3.5 tenths, so that could take him above, even almost to Whiffy. It puts him second.
Groggy does not improve yet, and Mitchie cannot set a valid lap. I think I saw Groggy get held up there by his teammate, I think, or I don't know, but someone was in AI and they blocked someone on a lap, which is unfortunate. But here are your qualifying results here. A Canadian 1-3 with Broken Reptile, the Australian, splitting the two. Clips on pole for the I don't even know. He set it on pole so many times.
So 128.32 for the tier 6 driver. What was it? A 128.32.
Yeah, in the top 10. Yitago and Michi, who did set their lap times on mediums, in the top 10. So they are forced to start on mediums in that. Michi, so I heard in the chat, he has said he is not comfortable in this track. So yeah, I mean, I think it's showing that he lacks the confidence to go flat out in those S's and get those extra tenths.
I've just
But
put
he
in
would go in the
the
race.
tier 6 chat a 128.320 for Bold Guy in tier 4, guys. Let's beat it.
Oh,
This is
yes.
what happens when you
Is
race before your actual allocated tier race. So now I know what his potential is in this race. All I've got to do is just give a practice run before our race to make sure I
I
can
don't
get
know,
close.
man. I mean, maybe he's just sandbagging. Maybe he's just not showing his potential
If he's
yet.
not showing
I
his
don't know.
potential, if he's sandbagging and he's in tier 4 racing right now, yeah, he's supposed to be in tier 6 and could get the top 5. He shouldn't be in tier 6. He should be in this.
I mean, you never know. Let's see how he does in this race. Um, Raw speed is one thing, but consistency is another, and especially in this track with all the curbs and bumps, you will need it. Square is the first one to ready up and pick his strategy. We will go over those in during the formation lap. Mitchie is second. Yeah, a lot more people ready up now. Put your predictions down in the chat. Noodle, who do you think will come out on top? It is going to be close between Frizy and Clips. If they just stick it in the track, maybe they have a chance. But yeah, go. Let us. Sorry, whoa, I cannot speak today. Sorry. Give us your thoughts.
Right. Clips is looking confident. And if Clips can get the strategy right and is good on his tires, I could see Clips taking a win, and that's genuine. But we know what F1 is like. We know what Tier 4 is like. Someone from down in the pack is going to get the win tonight. So, I think we could see Mitchie take a podium.
Yeah, I could see him up there if he gets his head down. Avoid all crashes. This track is very narrow. People could go too wide, but 3 wide. I mean, it is going to be very hard, especially on a race start. You're gonna have to be very cautious of all the cars. But let's go over the tires now. Obviously, everyone in the top 10 except Doggo and Mitchie are on the softs. The tires they started in qualifying. Bald Guy Racing. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, Bald Guy Racing did start in the top 10. My bad. Ethan on the mediums, and Fluky, out of everyone outside the top 10, decides to go on the softs. Nudo, do you think that would be a good strategy for Fowler? 4. Whoa, Fluky 4.
Fluky could jump a couple of positions because they're fresh. If they're fresh. Obviously, if he's wasted all of his softs in qualifying, then they're not. But if he has got a fresh set on, he could jump a few positions. Possibly even in towards the top 5 by, I'd say, the end of lap 3 or 4.
Yep.
It allows him to go that extra lap than the front runners, so it gives him the same strategy, but his tyres are just going to be fresher for longer. Yeah. So, it could work.
It could work, yeah.
It
He does
could
have
work.
3 medium runners in front of him, 2 of which being old mediums, so it could play out well. We don't know, but everyone's going on, to cross, not to cross, wow, to park in their space. Let's get ready for a fantastic Japan Grand Prix.
Yes, let's. Also, in other news, today I got pets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got 2 baby rats. Beautiful little
Rats,
things.
wow.
Yeah. People frown on them because it's like rats. What are rats known for? Being in the
Yeah.
sewers. But like pet rats are really cute. Like, so cute. Super cute.
Yep. Alright, everyone. Just loading in, getting ready to start.
That's a bad camera angle, Codes. Thank you. The lights are out, and I do not see. Oh, Square has jumped Frizy apparently. He has. Frizy's had a really bad start. Oh, okay. Reptiles dropped 2. Snags is out. Fair, are you still there?
You've got to be joking! My controller died at this the during the
Oh,
start.
Rip
That
roll.
is just so wow. They didn't even give me a notification at all.
That's
That's
why
just
my controller's always on charge. Always on charge. So just to update you, because obviously your controller's dead,
Mhm.
and if you were trying to sort your controller out, Snags is now out in the center S's.
Mhm.
Broken Reptile dropped 2 positions. Um, Square jumped Frizy at the start. Frizy had a really bad start. So yeah, basically everyone from P6, so everyone from Groggy down is
Mhm.
upper position except from Frizy. Oh, who's now past Square, so Frizy is upper position now.
Yep, Mitchie down the inside of Groggy as well on the mediums. Sorry, not Groggy, Yeetoggo. Now is the lead medium runner. Oh, great. The standings
Mr.
are
Titan.
going to
No,
glitch
never
now.
mind. My
Yeah,
bad.
it's just
My bad.
Cody's being Cody's again, but yeah, hopefully Reptile does make a comeback. He is 1 car split between his championship rival Mitchie on the alternate strategy, so Mitchie could play it out well if he's in a good position
Oh,
right now.
Square's going on the hards. Square has damage.
Oh, on
So
on
this is something I've been saying for a little bit of time. Square needs to stay out of lap 1 incidents under all circumstances. Too many times he's wasted an opportunity with the lap 1 incident.
definitely, yeah. It's gotten very
Now
unlucky
he's on the
with
hards
those.
till the end. If those softs die off a lot sooner than expected, then he could be in for a decent jump.
Yeah.
However, he's going to have to be super careful on those tyres, and he's just not going to be able to pick up a penalty. He's 30 seconds behind Frizy. And he is 39 from the leader. So we'll keep an eye on his delta. But
Yep.
Whiffy looks like he's going to be trying to make a move on Clips
Sooner
very
or later.
shortly.
Yep, Clips does set the provisional fastest lap, but Whiffy is still going to be pressuring him. Mitchie going down the inside of Groggy there. Oh my god, splendid move from Mitchie. Mitchie is on a run. Now, he's going to be pressure. Actually, never mind. Reptile is up at a. Reptile is 4th, and oh my god, I got both of them next. I am just making mistake after mistake in here. I need to get on top. Anyways,
Mitchie's 2 seconds, give or take, from Reptile, so if he can start to find the time, I can't see why he wouldn't be putting Reptile under pressure quite quickly. There is a DRS train, however, from P1 down to Mr. Titan, and if Mitchie can sort of find a couple of tenths in the next few turns, I can't see why he won't have DRS on the main straight. It's weird. I'm not a massive fan of this track based on the DRS straight.
yeah,
Or the
yeah,
one straight that there is. Like, it's very much a pointless DRS straight. Like, if you're gonna have DRS, you might as well have it where we are now, on the lead up to 130R, and then have it shut off just before.
Oh, Square 3-second. I kind of have to agree on you. I think they should have cut the DRS right before 130R. Yeetoggo has left. Could you invite him for me, please?
Yes.
Yeah. But Mitchie's definitely someone to look out for. Mitchie's using all of his overtake. Wow, 5% down already. I don't think that's the best strategy, Mitchie. But as long as you keep it well, that's 4 passing his teammate Ethan there. Ethan is struggling on those mediums. And yeah, 4 has passed Yeetoggo as well.
What's the numbers after Yeetoggo's name?
96. Yeah, but Michi does have one car separated, and that car is his Reptile's teammate, Mr. Titan. So it's definitely going to be very much harder, considering they are both in the papaya-colored McLarens.
Mitchie's losing time.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he was 1.3 last lap. Now he's 2 seconds down. He just needs to keep his head down and try and take the mediums as long as they can with the pace, of course. But Whiffy is still pressuring Clips as much as he can. 3/10 down, 50% ERS for winner. What about Clips? Clips has about 40, so 10% less. I don't think that's much of a difference. You can save ERS quite a bit in this track. There we go. That's the camera angle I want.
You know what? We should Lance Stroll someone. So you know how at Monaco, we were watching the battle between Vettel and Gasly, I think it was, and they moved to Lance Stroll.
Oh,
yeah. What we should do
no.
is we should watch a battle, wait for it to get interesting, wait for the overtake to almost happen, and then switch to someone that's doing absolutely nothing.
That's probably a good idea. I think we've done that before a few times in the stream. I've certainly done it sometimes, which is my mistake.
Okay, credit to Bald Guy. Started 10th, up in 8th. Oh, okay, Ethan's just made Fluky look like he isn't even racing.
I didn't see that, sadly, but I have a feeling both our Romeos are going to battle it very hard in order to keep that track position. Ethan and 4 are on very different strategies, one being on the softs, one being on the mediums.
Helpful. Strategies won't collide.
Yeah, oh, I think if I was going to try and go for it, again, using the slipstream to his advantage, not using the ERS, he might keep it for the DRS straight, which is kind of useless in my opinion. But anyways, 4 is still
His
behind
teammate
him.
looking up.
Yeah, he's
Ethan
struggling
is
a bit.
slightly light on those brakes. Moving across, knowing that his teammate is faster. Good call.
Yep, just makes the move on the straight. Ethan is definitely not going to give up on that, though. Keep pressuring Fluky to make a mistake, but as long as Fluky does not make a mistake, I think he's good for now, and he could catch up to Bald Guy Racing. But like you said, yeah, Bald Guy is doing significantly well in 8th place right now.
A driver well out of his comfort zone too.
Definitely.
And Fluky just picked up a penalty that was so silly. What else have we got going on here?
I mean, we have kind of 4-way battle for the lead right now with Clips. Oh, actually, wow, Clips has gained so much time compared to Whiffy. Whiffy's using all of his ERS, but it was 1 second for a little moment there. These drivers are pushing as much as they can. What would you say is better, the undercut or the overcut here, Noodle? Have you tested it out? I mean, I would say personally, I think the undercut is better. I don't know the exact reason why. It's probably just better.
It depends on the day. And it depends on the person you're racing. If the person you're racing doesn't know what tires are, then the undercut can work really well. However, if the person you're racing against knows how to control their tires really well, then you would really struggle to undercut them. And you then have to look at conserving your tires. So, as long as the person you're racing against doesn't know how to conserve tires, I'd say the undercut works really well here. However, if they are good, then you're going to have to find a way to either match them or overcut them.
Yep, No Limit is starting to pressure Whiffy. The Whiffy's falling off the pace a bit.
Whoa.
that was a
Whoa.
bit out of context. No Limit has a slipstream of Whiffy. All he has to do is hold on. Whiffy does have the DRS of Clips though, which could be an advantage to him, but not an advantage to No Limit. No Limit, ooh, cuts the corner a bit there. Might be a warning. So far, so good,
Ethan
though.
gaining slowly on Bald Guy. Oh,
Jeez.
slight gearbox.
Oh, who he is pressuring him.
Come
so
on, Ethan.
much.
Be nice. Be nice.
Using the
I don't think
DRS.
you're gonna catch him now, mate.
Oh,
he might.
He's using the overtake. Yeah, I think it's too late right now, but a lap before, sorry, Fluky did pass Bald Guy Racing on the straight again. That is probably Fluky's signature move there. He loves passing people named Ethan and Bald Guy Racing on that straight particularly.
Whiffy has managed to find some time on Clips. I don't know what's happened, but dropped down to about 4 tenths for a second there.
Here we go. Bald Guy Racing and Ethan were going side by side there. I put a Lance Stroll there. I switched cameras, but Ethan did stay in front, had the inside line. Bald Guy had to yield. He's going to have to wait for another moment. He is on the fresher compound of tires. There it goes! Fluky! Into the wall of the hairpin! Yellow flag. Is that a safety car? That's a virtual safety car. And that's perfect time for Clips, Whiffy, and No Limit probably going into the pits. Fluky just lost it on the hairpin, lost traction there. We discussed this, Noodle, that it's very easy to lose traction there with the banking and everything. But will Clips go into the pits? Yep, he
Clips
is
goes
deciding.
in now. Whiffy needs to... Oh, no. Yes!
Reptile
Just
stays
what I wanted
out.
to see. Reptile stays out. That is a perfect example of an overcut on this track. Those boys are now stuck in that pit lane under normal racing conditions. Reptile can put his foot down and just go all out for a lap on softs in comparison to the others that are now on the mediums and the hards.
Yeah, those soft
In
tires.
fact, a lot of them went for the hard tires. Do they not trust the mediums? Whiffy went for the mediums, so Whiffy knows what's going on, but the rest of them, I don't think they do.
Well, I can tell from experience, in the end, if you pit right now during a safety car, probably you would lose a lot of time in the end compared to everyone. But the mediums is a very good race tire compared to the hard, so it's going to be alive. So alive, it's going to be like 5/10 quicker than the hards during this moment. But the top 4 people that stayed out, that was Bald Guy, Ethan, Groggy, and Reptile. Ethan being the only one on the mediums. Sorry, Frizy is also out, but Clips is in front of him. Actually, as I mentioned that. Oh, okay. Frizy lets his teammate by. Is that not an illegal overtake? I caught that. Someone might submit that. That isn't illegal. Oh, he goes into Narnia there, and
Reptile's
No Limit
coming into the pits.
Oh yeah. Oh, Reptile had to stay out because of his teammate, I think.
No. So Reptile stayed out intentionally because Reptile was in front of his teammate. But Reptile knew that if the yellow flag stopped at the right time, he could make the overcut work. And by the looks of it, he still can. He just needs to be very defensive into turn 1.
Oh, he is battling for the lead now. Sorry, the podium. He stays in third. He stays in
third.
5th place.
Provisional
Yeah,
third.
provisional third.
Provisional third. Because Groggy and Ethan need to pit. Groggy is risking everything on 9-lap-old softs. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Ethan has a penalty, so Clips is already going to jump Ethan. Whiffy is going to jump Ethan. Reptile, well, I mean, is in striking distance of Ethan when he goes into pits anyway. He'll make an easy pass. So, yeah, I mean, the top 2 are going to drop down the board quite a bit here. Why Reptile went to the hards, I do not know. But I mean, we'll find out post race if he gets on the podium.
Whiffy's all in the back of Clips there, using all of his overtake. I think he wants to make the move the next lap on the DRS straight, or he might make it into the chicane. Those two are very popular overtaking places, a 10th up on his personal best right now. All he needs to do is just stick it in the chicane, and he has a DRS and the advantage. He is on fresher mediums, though. Remember, the tire difference is mega around this track between the mediums and the hards. He has a DRS. He's going to use all of his overtake. Can he make the move against Clips? He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining. Can he make the move during the turn one? He has the inside line. Clips breaks before him. Whiffy is still in front, though, has the inside line. They're still going side by side. Clips barely has a nose in, has to yield, and Whiffy overtakes him around the outside. No Limit, yeah, on broken reptile as well. Oh my god. No Limit does have a penalty, though. I didn't catch that.
In the exact same corner.
Sheesh.
Just moments later.
Yeah, Reptile is now in the same position he was a while ago. Now No Limit is pressuring Clips in the same compound of tire. Whiffy's going to be pulling a lot compared to these hard white tires. Groggy's gonna have to pit soon. I don't know when, but could he pull the same undercut as Reptile did? Reptile did put a really great undercut, I'm not even gonna lie, but in the end he had not a lot of pace to back it up and got overtaken. Will Groggy go into the pits? Yep. Ethan's gonna stay out for a few laps.
Yeah, he can, to be fair. I mean, you've got to think, he's on the mediums. Those mediums can last, what, 27 laps at a push. And then you're on the softs for quite some time.
Groggy goes out in 9th position. I don't think that overcut worked. Well, I think, yeah, he just stayed in the same position. Frizy is on 11 lap old mediums. And he's in 8th place, which I don't think there might have been... That was the best strategy call. So far, so good, though.
Yeah, I mean, No Limit looking to make a move on Clips in the next couple of laps, if not this lap. Only 5 tenths between them now. Was about 6 tenths 2 corners ago. Now into the 4-tenth gap, but that'll... No Limit looking to make the move maybe on the main straight under DRS.
Both of them with considerably low ERS. No Limit is pushing a lot to get this move done and get the final podium position. Well, right now, but provisionally second. He's using all of his overtake. Could he go on the move on Clips possibly? You see the red indication mark from Clips. No Limit sets the fastest lap on the hards. Wow, it just shows you how much he's really pushing there. Now he's just very close to Clips. On his back,
He's gonna back off, let him breathe. These are two drivers that can drive really well next to each other or really badly. They've got the confidence to drive well side by side, but they're both very, very aggressive at times. So, No Limit, knowing this, is going to try and make every move he can.
Oh, he might go down!
Try and keep it safe.
Oh, he had a little look there. I saw that.
I see a dive bomb coming into this hairpin. I'm not going to lie.
Could he go for the dive bomb? It is very popular overtaking place.
Go
Clips goes defensive. No Limit possibly could pull the switch back. Great car positioning from Clips there, just on the racing line at all times. No Limit is pushing him practically on his gearbox. He is definitely wanting to make the move now. Clips goes very wide, and No Limit is capitalizing. No Limit down the inside, and Clips got bullied out there on the curb. He's not going to give up, though. Could he make the move? K has the slipstream. Reptile's catching up as well. Could he make the move in the chicane? He goes on the grass in 130R. Is he going to make the dive bomb? Thinks about it. Nope, stays out. But Reptile, all that battling lets Reptile get in the DRS of both of the drivers, and if they battle more, he could capitalize to get this final podium position. Oh man. Clips is going to try and go on no limit now. He pulls off to the left-hand side, goes down the inside, past Clips. Oh my god! He got spun! I didn't see that!
So, what's happened there is... There's sort of... It's a similar situation to what happened to me, and maybe a 3-second time penalty will be awarded post-race, but... I mean, unfortunately, when you're racing that hard, it's just a racing incident. There's nothing much you can do about it. Both drivers, very heat of the moment, looking to make the same turn, not wanting to back out, limit taking what is, officially his racing line, and Clips not quite backing out.
Mr. Titan going down the inside of Clips again. Oh, gets a little loosey-goosey there. Clips getting the switchback. They're going side by side through this little mini straight. Not Reptile. Wow, Mr. Titan is going side by side. Can he pull the move around the outside? They make contact. Both go wide outside the track. Clips has the position, though. Mr. Titan's not giving up. He's going to have the slipstream. Both of them with red ERS and Mitchie. This allows Mitchie to catch up as well. Mr. Titan's going to have the slipstream of Clips, as we've seen from previous battles, but could he pull the move on the chicane? Yes, he can. Clips has to settle for... Oh my god, here goes Mitchie! Mitchie down the inside, trying to pull a move there. It unfortunately didn't work. Could he make it down this straight here?
Mitchie's looking for
all the ERS. Yep, he's gonna go down the inside. Barely nose in. Oh my god! Brakes very late, almost hits Titan, but that allows Clips to get the better traction. They're going side by side. Clips is gonna have the inside. They make contact, but Clips goes in front, and Mitchie is... Oh my... Mitchie lost a lot of time from that contact. Oh, my mouth is hurting.
I don't blame you, and yeah, it's... As one battle finishes, another one starts, and... Okay, yeah, whilst this was all caused by a racing incident, and that's what I'm going to call it, and if the stewards mention anything to me, I will say that at the end of the day, in my professional opinion, it's a racing incident. Two drivers heat at the moment. It happens sometimes, you know? But, I mean, Mitchie is capitalizing on this, so... As long as he can keep his tires clean, I can't see him having a problem.
Yep, he goes whiffy, having the slipstream of Ethan, gonna make the move in 130R. Ethan, oh my god, was very... They made a bit of contact
Mitchie looking on Clips again.
Yep, could he make the move into the chicane? Has to pull out.
No, he backed out for DRS.
Good strategy.
The DRS detection zone is just in front of that turn.
Yep, Ethan goes into the pits. This is Mitchie's chance to catch on Clips. Clips does not have any DRS from Mr. Titan. Mitchie's gonna have the slipstream advantage. Oh my god, Clips goes very deep. I don't think that was contact. I think
it wasn't. So Clips has been struggling with confidence tonight. Great confidence in qualifying, and has just struggled with cars putting pressure on him. And I think a lot of drivers are starting to pick that up now, so every time they're getting close, it's just put a bit of pressure on him, give him a couple of laps of pain, and he'll mess up. And it's unfortunate because he's a really fast driver until he's under pressure, and then he struggles.
Yeah, he's lost about 5 positions in basically the span of 7 laps. Definitely does not have the pace today. A lot of unlucky incidents with the contact system. Cody's, I'm going to say this now, Cody's does not have the best contact system from my history and other people's history. But, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, and today has not been Clips day at all. He's struggling so much on this medium compound. But Mitchie, I'd say, and the 2 McLarens also have been capitalizing on these mistakes other drivers have been doing. And yeah, Clips goes into the pits. I think it was Clips' decision to go into the pits because he's just so bad on those hard tires.
Yeah, and the problem is oh, he's gone for softs.
Yeah, they can go to the end. 10 laps. Easy.
Not easy. A push, for sure.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, you gotta think they do 8 laps before they drop off in a race. So they'll be dropping off on the last lap.
Yeah, but right now I think it was. I don't think it was the best idea to go on the medium. Sorry, I don't think it was like. I think it was a better option to go on the softs than the mediums. I don't know. It was.
Oh yeah,
he's still in
yeah,
the points,
100%.
definitely. Yeah, he's still in the points.
Yeah,
So
and he's gaining time quite quickly on Bold Guy, but I mean, it's nothing against Bold Guy. Great driver. I struggle to race him some races. But Clips is just faster than him, so I would be surprised if he didn't catch Bold Guy. I mean, 10 laps, 13 seconds difference, that should be, you know, it should be doable.
Yep, only 2 retirements in this race. It has been. Clips gets another time penalty, sadly. 9 laps remaining of this Grand Prix. It has been a roller coaster. With the VSC really shook things up. Ethan sets the fastest lap. Go, Ethan.
Yeah, Clips is due to pass the line now, so he's going to start his first official lap on the softs.
Oh, Ethan retired.
Oh.
Oh, geez, that's a full course safety car. Okay, as I say that, things were going quiet for a little bit, but Ethan has retired in the same corner he retired in qualifying. That is not the best corner for him. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see it on Clip's POV, but that curb is just super, super deadly. Poor guy. At 10 finishers now. Square's gonna have the mega undercut being the first one in the pits on the softs. Wow, that is just insane, Dom.
Yeah, and they're fresh softs as well, so you'd think that they'd have a lot more traction than what they did in the end. And it's upsetting to see him go, but I mean, you know, at some point you've got to sit there and say that corner isn't his best corner. And Mitchie, mate, you need to remember that we're not racing it as a safety car.
Oh. No Limit was thinking of going to the pits. Whiffy goes into the pits. Reptile goes into the pits. Mr. Tyne is also going to go in the pits. So, McLaren double stack, but I don't know. I don't think it was the best decision for No Limit to be pitting. The rest of the field, yeah, the rest of the field is going to be pitting. So he's going to have almost 8 cars, maybe more, of fresh softs against one Mercedes that has hard tires.
Yeah, No Limit could stay out. Would be a bad idea for No Limit to stay out. Should probably come into the pits, strap a set of softs on, and go again.
Reptile goes on mediums compared to everyone else on soft.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It could have had a pit stop strategy issue.
Yeah, I think.
Where the pit team have actually ended up putting him on the mediums for some reason. Unless it's the only set of fresh tyres he's got. That would be a shame.
Yeah, I think he has the pace to try and fight for the top 5 still, but it's definitely not going to help. He would be in provisional second right now if he does manage to pass No Limit. But with Mr. Titan double stacking compared to Reptile, he is not dropped down into P6, and Mitchie has capitalized so much on other people's mistakes in the safety car. He is now up into P4. He started P7. I think... Actually, I'm not going to jinx it. Sorry. I'm not going to jinx it. I've jinxed too many people today and other races.
Alright, I'm going to jinx it.
No, don't do it.
Jinx it.
No.
I'm going to jinx it. Whiffy's going to win.
Uh-oh.
and Reptile's gonna come P5.
Oh, well, let's
You
just say
look
it's
for
your
it?
predictions. Yeah, predictions. Uh,
There's a few people I don't want to say anything about. And one of them is because the car he's in, I'm a really big fan of. And it's not the fact that I want to see the driver do well, I want to see the car do well.
oh.
Obviously, I want to see I want to see all the drivers do well, but I want to see that car specifically do well.
Specifically. I mean, let's look at Square as well. Square, there is officially 10 runners remaining because Doggo did not come back into the session. So, hey, I mean, Square did not retire. He had a little moment in lap 1, but he carried on, and luckily enough, he is in the points right now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Doggo hasn't returned, so instantly gets demoted to a non-competitor.
Oh, okay, there's some overtaking shenanigans there.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but for some reason Reptile just stopped in the middle of the track. Unfortunately, Mitchie then has to pass him.
You let him by. Reptile is down into 5th?
Yeah,
What?
he's had to let Groggy go by.
Well then. That is, yep, safety car, is it gonna come in this lap? I think it is, yeah, he overtakes Groggy. Is he gonna get an illegal overtake because of that? Yeah, he is. Oh my god, this is gonna hold everyone up today. Safety car is going to come in this lap. No Limit is going to hold the pack up. Hopefully, he can, hold up the soft runners and stay in the top positions. But no, I don't think it would be nowhere near the podium place. But he's going to go out now. Whiffy is in 2nd and Mitchie in 3rd. Gruggy in 4th. Reptile, unlucky from him. Dropped down 2 positions into safety car for absolutely no reason. Is anyone going to make moves down into turn 1? So far, so good, so clean. But we're going to see the effects of the tires between No Limit and Whiffy winner, the hards and softs right about now. Yeah, you could see that. Oh, Whiffy going on the curves a bit, though.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because we've seen No Limit be a really fast outright driver, but we've also seen him be a very defensive driver when he needs to be, and it's been nothing short of incredible sometimes how wide he can make his car look when defending, and how narrow he can make it look when looking for a gap. Because I mean, No Limit's a person that can look at the track, not see a gap at all, but still make an overtake.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it, but he just does.
Yeah, a really aggressive driver when he needs to be.
Yeah,
It can have its pros and cons.
it can. I'm an aggressive driver all the time.
Yeah.
However, even in the wet, I'm a really aggressive driver because I know I've got the ability to control the car. The problem is I'm very cautious of when I'm making overtakes. So I'm aggressive.
Speaking of
aggressive in the fact
overtakes,
that I
Whiffy's
will
going to go on
overtake.
No Limit now. Sorry for interrupting you there. On the overtake button, he's going to have the inside. They make contact. No Limit's going to go wide. Mitchie's going to try and capitalize. No Limit goes on the track and stays in 2nd, but it might be under review there between the contact. We've seen a lot of drivers go off in the likes of Clips as well, going off there because of the contact.
To be fair though, I mean, like I said earlier, it's A, hard racing, and B, I mean, No Limit needs to look at himself, look at the tyres he's on, and if people are catching him and they're going to make that overtake, he can't hold them up. I mean, he's got a penalty, you know, we've only got a couple of laps of the racing left. holding people up would be a bad idea at this point. I'm not saying just to let people pass. Yeah, you're still allowed to race, but you know, if they're catching you rapidly into a turn, you know, take the outside line. You know, just take the outside line, because at the end of the day, they've caught you. You're on the slower tire. You're on the older tire. It's not going to benefit you holding them up.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
his
he's gonna
teammates
fall
in this
victim
race,
into Mitchie now. Mitchie's gonna use the overtake, all of it now. Has the slipstream. It's gonna go around the outside though. Can he make it stick? This is a very odd move for Mitchie. Yep, a lot of contact between the two. No Limit stays in front. That was very... Well, like you said, it's just racing, but I don't think Mitchie put his car in the best place there to overtake No Limit.
No, the inside line probably would have been the better call,
Yeah.
as you saw from No Limit. Now, I'll let you watch that, whilst I go to watch Mr. Titan.
I mean, he's pressuring his teammate, but I don't think he wants to overtake him.
I don't think he does. I think he's realised that, you know, Mitchie's out ahead, and Reptile needs points to stay ahead.
Yeah, currently Mitchie
so
is in
simple.
front of him though, so he's going to close the gap a bit in the championship if he still holds it through.
Yeah, I mean, going into next week, which is, what track is that?
It is USA. Reptile's gonna go on. Oh, Mitchie has left the session!
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
no.
good.
Oh, could you invite him? Yeah, he's gonna need to be there as fast as he can. 4 cars has now overtaken him. He has had problems with his Wi-Fi last race in Tier 3 where he commentated. It's not good at all. He was in front
What's
of
his,
Reptile.
What's his numbers? Mitchie...
950. We do have about a 4-car scrap for the final podium position, though, between Groggy, Reptile, Titan, and Clips. Oh, it's just so unfortunate for Mitchie, man. He was... Oh, man. Three laps remaining, though, of racing. Square and Frizy are going at it as well. They are both in a 1 second gap between each other. We'll notice that. We'll go into that later. Wow. No Limit is still in front in those 14 lap old hards. That is insane. Groggy is not caught up to him a single bit. If No Limit's got some pressure out of his body a bit. Clips goes down the inside of Mr. Titan. They're going side by side. Mr. Titan has the inside for the next corner. Clips tries to go for the switchback. He's going to have the DRS, but so will Mr. Titan. But Clips is going to have the run and the slipstream. Mr. Titan is weaving off the track to try to get the slipstream off. Will Clips go down the inside and make a last minute move? No, he won't. Reptile also pressuring Groggy Organo there. Clips is going to plan to go for a move in the next couple of laps, but time is going to be running out. 3 laps here, folks. It has been incredible with the racing. Mitchie has finally joined, is in 8th place. Sadly, he will still get points, obviously, but he's just lost so much. I don't think his confidence is going to be very high in the next remaining races. 3 races remaining after this one, and the gap will be, I think, 30 or more points from now.
Possibly.
Still a little scrap between the 4 people there. No one has ERS. Everyone is under 10% ERS in this little scrap. Yeah, Whiffy 16, no limit 13, 16, 16, 18. Wow, that is just, sheesh. With, yeah, thank you, Noodle, for inviting him. He is now in 8th place. Surprised he gets a 3-second.
Oh, I feel bad for him.
I mean,
Not really much that he can do
yep.
when internet bottoms out like that. And 2 seconds. I need to yawn. Wow, I need some sleep. Mr. Titan has got the tires, has got pace to make a move on his teammate, but isn't doing so.
It might be team orders. It might be, I don't know. But they, constructors-wise, they are in the lead by 30 points or so. If they keep this form up against Mercedes, No Limit is actually doing reasonably well on the hard tires again. And Groggy is not caught up to him yet. Actually, right, with the penalties-wise, let's pull that up. So, 3 seconds for No Limit. Clips 8 seconds, Frizy 6 seconds, and Square 9 seconds. So not a lot of penalties on the grid right now.
No, not at all. To be fair though, I mean, this is one of those tracks where you really see a driver's strength come out. Because, I mean, like we saw, there was like a 4-second difference in qualifying between first and last. And now 4 seconds is a big time difference. So, is it worth saying that next race this is how it could look? Probably not.
USA is also a very tough track with corner cutting penalties, and this tire variation is very high there.
Yeah, I done a soft, medium, soft the last time I went there. I was on for a soft medium, due to a safety car in the first couple of laps, and I was going to take the softs for a while.
Oh my god, whoa! Time has passed! Whiffy wins! Oh, Groggy, Reptile in the podium positions, No Limit goes up in there into 4th, Mr. Titan in 5th, and Bald Guy Racing in 6th. Cliff settles in for 7th, Mitchie in 8th after a poor, unlucky disconnect, and Square in the pits. Oh my god. Dude, I didn't even know it was the end of the race. That's how fast it flew.
Do you know what? It told me 26 laps out of 27, so how it jumped to a win, to the race finish, I do not know.
Yeah. But, those are your... those are your finishing position. Whiffy with a dominant display throughout the strategy-wise and consistency-wise. He's put out a masterclass and gets into P1, and Groggy the third, I think, third podium of the season, 2nd place with Reptile, just holding on in 3rd place, choosing to go on the mediums in the safety car in the last 10 laps of the safety car. Wow, Noodle, your reactions to this race, it was just a roller coaster, I would say.
Yeah, there was action and excitement at times, and then there was like periods where there wasn't really much happening, and it was just DRS trains. All in all, great race for Whiffy, and an unlucky race for Mitchie, and an unlucky race for No Limit too. If Mr. Titan is pulling team orders out to make sure that Reptile gets points, this needs to stop, because it would be nice to see to get Titan on the podium. But we move. I will let you do post-race interviews because, like I said, I walked in from work and I still haven't used the bathroom or had a cigarette since I got in. So I'll let you do the interviews, and if I return in time, I might do the last one for you. However, I need to pee. But yeah, a great race all in all. Congratulations to everyone, and yeah, I'm gonna go pee before I pee myself.
Yep. All right, thank you, everyone. Hello, everyone, for tuning in right now. Do we have everyone? Oh yeah, we do. Wow, that's good. As soon as I go into the car menus, let's start off with third place, Broken Reptile. Starting off this race, you had a poor start, dropped down into P4, and with safety cars and the strategy, you pulled off the final step of the podium. How are you feeling right now? Also, with the safety car on the mediums, was that intentional, or did you know that the softs were gonna die at the end?
I was umming and ahhing when I was going into the pits. I was switching between soft and mediums. I didn't know which ones to go. I thought maybe the softs would die off a bit quicker, but they didn't seem to.
Oh my god!
So,
Oh my god! Sorry, but
oh Lord, we've had an accident.
keep going.
Yeah, no. So in the end, I went on the mediums, but yeah. And then under the safety car, I got overtaken by Michi and Groggy. I'm not too sure what happened there. I had to take a quick toilet break during that safety car. When I came back, all of a sudden I was behind them two, and yeah. So, but third place is okay. Hopefully, I can get pushed up to second. However.
Yep. All right. I was gonna say anything else for for you from Don, but thank you, Reptile.
He's gone toilet as well.
Yeah. Now in second place, Groggy Oregano. I believe this is your third or fourth podium. So congratulations to you. At the start of this race, did you feel you had the pace to pull off a podium here? With the safety car and everything, that really did benefit you. But yeah, talk us through your race.
Well, first of all, I'd like to tell Broken Reptile what happened between you and Mitchie. You guys went in together and it looked like you guys caused an accident on my screen. So I was just trying to avoid an accident and trying to avoid damage. And I tried to like you back through on the safety car. Just I thought I could do what I did at Belgium, but it just did not happen. So I'm sorry for that. I was just trying to avoid a wreck. So anyway, my race, it was. I feel like I had the pace, but like I had to have some luck in because I stayed on the VSC to go longer on mediums. The kind of safety car bailed me out because I was able to gain places and just use my pace to my advantage. But yeah, and then I had like an accident, like a little moment with Chunky. I don't know if it was my fault, but if it was, sorry, Chunky. But yeah, it was a surprise podium. I had the pace, but I was not expecting a P3. I was thinking like a P5, P6 was going to happen. But yeah, just like to say that, and sorry to Broken Reptile. I'll send him some footage.
Yep. Now to last but definitely not least, Whiffy winner, your race winner here. I believe it is your second win, right? Or
I'm in 3 leagues, man. I race twice on Friday, once on Saturday. I get wins all the time. I don't know, something like sure. It's been a few wins and a few trips to the podium. We'll call it that.
yeah. But yeah, talk us through your race and how are you feeling right now, man?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good. I just took a win, but it was pretty standard. I was P7 on medium quali. I kind of I was gonna stay on that, and I bailed out on my first soft lap just because I was like, I'm not so bad, and then I was like, no, everybody's kind of going, so I went soft, and then started P3, got through. I don't know, I think I just out dragged Broken Reptile the first corner. I don't think he got quite the start that myself and I think it's No Limit, No Equal, I think was in front of us. But yeah, we got going, and once we got going, it was good, and then. Yeah, a little bit of luck drained in. I took the mediums on the first stop, and I was taking the mediums to the end. It was going to be questionable, and the hards were going to definitely probably come back on me. But yeah, I got lucky with the VSC at the end. or the safety car, sorry, pardon me, safety car at the end, and went softs, and then just, yeah, it was pretty easy there. No limit stayed in on hard, so it was just a matter of time. Wait for a mistake, get around, go, and the gap was always there. Plus, he had a penalty, so it was always there. But yeah, all in all, a good one. It was definitely a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. A couple overtakes, and I thoroughly enjoyed that one.
All right, yep. Thank you everyone for tuning in once again. We will meet you guys again for more racing in Tier 2, which is around 22 hours time, 8 p.m. EST, in Tier 1, 10 p.m. EST. And Tier 5 as well, which is 8 p.m. also, and Tier 6, which is 10 p.m. And then we will have a new week of racing in USA. In realistic in Thursday. So thank you all for tuning again, and we will see you then. All right.